What is up, YouTube? My name is Paige and welcome back to my booktube channel. Today I am going to reintroduce you to my TBR jar situation. It is nearing the end of April and that means it is time to choose my May TBR. Unlike last month where I chose my TBR by judging books by their covers, I'm gonna go back to this TBR jar. And it's not just a jar. It is 4 drawers and a bowl. So not a jar at all, actually. This drawer is internet books that I've discovered through recommendations from booktubers, booktalkers, bookstagrammers. This is classic novels. Pretty self-explanatory. This is my own TBR. It's actually one of the least full of these 4 because I don't really have a physical TBR. The reason I'm doing this is because I have such a hard time choosing books. But I really like writing lists of things that I want to do and want to read and want to see. So this is just a big bunch of books that I've found that I'm interested in, and I keep a notes tab on my phone and I just keep adding to these boxes and this bowl. But I'm not going to buy them. I have a surprising level of self-control when it comes to buying books, even though I love having a book collection. I've read most of the books that I own. So without a physical TBR, this is the next best thing, and really it just encourages me to go to the library and buy fewer books. So it's a win-win-win. Win. And this is new books that came out either at the end of 2023 or during 2024. I'm actually reading a 5th book this month as well, but this book is The Search Party by Hannah Rishel, and I discovered this book through a podcast, and it's one of my favorite podcasts. I love it. It's an interview podcast called Writer's Routine. It's been running for a long time, so that he has like hundreds of episodes that you can listen to, and it's all interviews with authors who have new books coming out. And they talk about what their daily routine as a writer looks like. Hannah Rishel, I don't remember what The Search Party was. I'm reading it with my cousin in our own little book club, just the 2 of us. I don't remember what it was about, and I'm gonna keep it that way on purpose, just to be surprised, because it's a mystery novel, as I recall. And she was just really interesting to listen to on that podcast. So let's just dive right in, all right, shall we? In our booktube box, we have books that have been recommended by different booktubers. Well, it's an internet box. Booktubers, booktalkers, and what have you. But I really listen to 4 booktubers. I watch 4 booktubers more than anybody else. And those are Jack Edwards. Jack Edwards I find to be very honest about his opinions of books. He's very popular. If you're on booktube at all, you probably know who he is. Lexi, aka Newly Nova, she is one of my favorites. She's very popular on BookTalk. I found her because her videos are hilarious, and I happened upon her one day and just stuck with her. She doesn't release as many videos as I would selfishly like her to, but I get that they take a lot of work. They are very well done. Haley fam, I am a girly pop. She's also very popular. She's a vlogger, and I like her booktube because she's very honest. She doesn't apologize for liking the popular things, and I love that about her. And finally, a smaller booktuber, not as quite as small as me. I mean, if you're watching this, you're probably my mom, but this is the Mild Rumpus, and he is from New York. Don't agree with him about everything, but I agree with him about most things. He's awesome. He also reads a lot of horror, if you're into that kind of thing, which I'm not, but I mean, I love his takes. So Mild Rumpus if you're looking for books and New York vibes. So we're gonna choose from the booktube, booktalk, bookstagram internet bin. I can't see anything anyway, so this is like picking. No. I bought this book, The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, at Costco the other day because it was such a good deal. I have it like here. Where is it? Oh, it's like right here. So let me read the back of this to you. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. Reclusive Hollywood icon Evelyn Hugo is finally ready to tell the truth about her glamorous and scandalous life. But when she chooses unknown magazine reporter Monique Grant to write her story, no one is more astounded than Monique herself. Determined to use the opportunity to jumpstart her career, Monique listens in fascination. From making her way to Los Angeles in the 1950s to leaving show business in the 80s, and of course the 7 husbands along the way, Evelyn unspools a tale of ruthless ambition, unexpected friendship, and a great forbidden love. But as Evelyn's story nears its conclusion, it becomes clear that her life intersects with Monique's own in a tragic and irreversible way. Written with Reed's signature talent for creating complex and likable characters. That's a quote from Real Simple. This is a mesmerizing journey through the splendor of old Hollywood into the sobering realities of the present day as 2 women struggle with what it means and what it costs to face the truth. The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid, and it will be my first Taylor Jenkins Reid. That was stupid. May TBR. Okay, book selection number 2. These are the classics. You know what a classic is, presumably. I'm sure some of them are like disputed classics, but it's a big box of classics. It's a lot of the Penguins classics and then like other random ones. And I'm excited to read some of these, but I'm also really nervous to read some of them. Like they're not going to be easy to read. I'm certain of it. Oh, God. Like this one. This is Bleak House by Charles Dickens. Dickens, I think, is intimidating. I don't know. I shouldn't be intimidated by Dickens. I don't care. Let's read about it. I don't know anything about it. I've read Oliver Twist by Dickens, and I think something else, but I really don't remember. The complex story of a notorious lawsuit in which love and inheritance are set against the classic urban background of 19th century London. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read this word. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to read this book. I can't even read the synopsis. Where fog on the river seeping into the very bones of the characters symbolizes the corruption of the legal system and the society which supports it. Jarndyce and Jarndyce, that's how we're saying this, is a famous lawsuit that has been in process for generations. Nobody can remember exactly how the case started, but many different individuals have found their fortunes caught up in it. Esther Summerson watches as her friends and neighbors are consumed by their hopes and disappointments with the proceedings. But while the intricate puzzles of the lawsuit are being debated by lawyers, other more dramatic mysteries are unfolding that involve heartbreak, lost children, blackmail, and murder. The fog and cold that permeate Bleak House mirror a Victorian England mired in spiritual insolvency. Dickens brought all his passion, brilliance, and narrative verve to this huge novel of lives, oh no, it's really long, entangled in a multi-generational lawsuit. And through it, he achieved, at 41, a stature almost Shakespearean. It was written on January 1st, no, it was published on January 1st, 1853, and it's 1,000 pages long. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're reading it. May TBR. Next up, we have new books. I'm just gonna pick from this bowl. Oh, I am very excited to read this book. The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by James McBride. Okay, I think it's gonna be a good month for books. This was on Oprah's picks, but like the Oprah Book Club, but that's not where I heard of it. And I'm hoping I'll be able to get a book without the Oprah sticker on it. We'll see. In 1972, when workers in Pottstown, Pennsylvania were digging the foundation for a new development, the last thing they expected to find was a skeleton at the bottom of a well. Who the skeleton was and how it got there were 2 of the long-held secrets kept by the residents of Chicken Hill, the dilapidated neighborhood where immigrant Jews and African Americans lived side by side and shared ambitions and sorrows. As these characters' stories overlap and deepen, it becomes clear how much the people who live on the margins struggle and what they must do to survive. When the truth is finally revealed about what happened on Chicken Hill and the part the town's white establishment played in it, McBride shows us that even in dark times, it is love and community, heaven and earth, that sustain us. Sounds like it's going to be a beautiful book. But right now we actually get to choose the final book. The 4th of 4, not including our 5th book. That is The Search Party by Hannah Rischel. And that is from the Random. This is a book that I've just been looking forward to reading for no particular reason, or not a memorable reason. Maybe it's something I saw somewhere. Maybe it is a book that I have. There's some in there. I got a bunch of books as gifts recently for my cousins, so maybe it's one of those. We'll see. Oh, it's a big one. This is one I just put in. Ooh, Young Jing Young by Gabrielle Zevin. I don't know what this book is about. I'm curious. I put it on there because I have tomorrow and tomorrow and tomorrow, and I wanted to read something by her, and I'd heard somewhere that Young Jane Young was very good. This is the story of 5 women. Meet Rachel Grossman. She'd stop at nothing to protect her daughter, Aviva, even if it ends up costing her everything. Meet Jane Young. She's disrupting a quiet life with her daughter, Ruby, to seek political office for the first time. Meet Ruby Young. She thinks her mom has a secret. She's right. Meet Beth Levine. She's made a career of cleaning up her congressman husband's messes. Meet Aviva Grossman. The internet won't let her or anyone else forget her past transgressions. This is the story of 5 women and the sexist scandal that binds them together. From Gabrielle Zevin, the best-selling author of The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry, comes another story with unforgettable characters that is particularly suited to the times we live in now. Sick. All right, Gabrielle. First Gabrielle Zevin, first Taylor Jenkins Reid. We got a lot of firsts. If you want to read along, those are my 5 reads for May. Follow me on Goodreads. Follow me on Instagram. All links in the description box below. Thank you so much for sticking around. I'm looking forward to reading those 5 books. Here they are right here. Take a gander. Maybe any of those interest you. You can join me on my journey. And again, thank you so much. Consider liking and subscribing. Check out my previous review videos and see if you like those as well. Stick around for the next one by subscribing, clicking that bell, and giving this video a thumbs up. And I really appreciate you. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.